Show me what you got. You're always talking, but you're not playing. It doesn't match your face. Cause I'm away from this place. Can you take me now? I want it real. Are you afraid of me now? Are you afraid of me now? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? It's in your soul. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Do you feel the beat in your heart? I want it real. Run away with me now. I want it real. Run away with me now. Some days I'm built of metal, I can't be broken, but not when I'm with you. You love me real, we have it all. Can't leave me now. I love the way you are today. Run away with me now. Wind in my hair, cause I don't care. Baby, run away with me now. Run away with me now. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Do you
Hello. How are you? Did everyone bring a juice box? It's going to be a little bit of a story. Well, not story. Just going to talk to you. Let's talk about departure. Let's talk about it. Departure means leaving. Departure, exiting out, knowing when to leave, situations or people. Did I? All right, hold on. You're interrupting this show, Carrie, but I'll give you your wrench back. All right, hold on. Jesus Christ. All right, I know it's a status symbol. So you're going to get the status symbol wrench, meaning the standard mod wrench, not the managing mod. God, all right. Come on, Carrie. All right. You know I feel sorry for you. I mean, you know I like you, Carrie. I'll give you a wrench one moment. Where's it at? You're interrupting. You're a disruptor, Carrie, but I like you. Where are you at? Oh, wait. I can just do it through here. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Where's Carrie at? Where's she at? Here she is. Okay. There you go, Carrie. Stop your bitching. Now I like you, Carrie. You're cool. All right. So, excuse me. So, departure will be today's lesson topic. Whatever. Departure means leaving situations or people. You're welcome, Carrie. Knowing when the right time to leave, knowing when the right time to exit. God damn it, that little hellboy. All right, fine. Standard bond. You're growing on me. There you go. There you go. There's a wrench to show that someone likes you. There you are. Knowing when to leave, knowing when to exit takes timing, maturity, being a rational person, intelligence. You're welcome, little hellbilly. Understanding situations when it is appropriate for you and the situation and or people. And sometimes We leave, we depart through negative or positive circumstances. Whether to is conducive to mental or physical behavior, there's a reason why people leave people or situations, good and bad. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's indifferent. But knowing when is when you had enough, or when they had enough, or maybe you came to a standstill and it's just the right time. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. Intelligence. As we grow every day, weekly, monthly, yearly, we learn that people in the right situations should focus and benefit yourself. um, sometimes it's not the easiest thing to do, but it's the right thing to do. Whether this situation presents itself, as in this is the right moment, this is the right opportunity, hey, I gotta go. Same with people. Just like what I did right there. Sometimes it's spontaneity, just like what you saw in chat. When there is a negative influence or influencer or disruptor, as in a person in your chat, sometimes you have to remove. You have to, excuse me. It's the right time to burp. Yeah. No, it's just I'm a philosopher. If you haven't checked out my older videos, and I mean within the last year, I mean the beginning of this year, I'm just doing a new directive. I actually spoke with you, Emmer. I spoke with you, and I told you that I'm a philosopher, so I just like to think, and I like to talk about certain topics. I did 5 videos. 3 of them were philosophical, 2 of them were just chill streams. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to do daily. And I actually need to write. I keep saying that I need to write on my community wall, and I will. So I need to get on that. Yeah. Yeah, it's just stuff I like to. It's a hobby of mine talking about philosophy. Tomorrow's lesson will be motivation. Today's departure. And I think all right. So I had to remove 2 people, and just like the 2 people in chat, I can't have immaturity in my life, so negative people in chat will have to depart. Will have to leave, whether it be by a mod, standard or managing, or the host itself, meaning myself in this case. You have to remove people from your life, whether it be on YouTube or in real life. In this case, literally just now, I had to remove 2 people. Because some people can't handle maturity and they need to grow themselves. Growth, that will probably be, I'm going to have to write this stuff down. So I had to remove 2 people. So that is like this guy right here. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Amber. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's hard. Departure, leaving, exiting. Know when it is time to distance yourself. Situations or people, and literally in the last 11 minutes, 3 people had to be removed, had to depart from my live stream. That was easy. And thank you, Amber, for helping me out on that one. And then sometimes it's more physical. It's like in real life, outside of YouTube, situations and people. And you may grow in a situation where you feel comfortable, complacent, stagnant. Where it might grow mundane every day. Everyday life can be boring or it takes a toll. So sometimes you have to depart from things that are not progressing or having growth in your own life. So you have to depart, you have to remove, you have to exit. You have to leave certain aspects of your life alone. I'm going to depart from what's the word I'm looking for? Distractions. Do not disturb. And when you put it on do not disturb, that in itself is departing yourself from a negative situation. Earlier this year, it's literally January 5th, what I'm saying, like earlier this year. So a couple days ago, I had to depart from a person. And it's a person that meant a lot to me. But sometimes when someone means a lot to you, you have to depart. You have to leave. You have to exit. You have to remove that person from your life. Because if that person's not beneficial in your growth or your own mental stability, it's time to go. And it actually helps them in the long run. It helps you. And maybe the person and yourself can reconvene at a later time. However, you have to grow mentally, and maybe the other person has to grow mentally or financially or spiritually, mentally. If you are not in the right state of mind, you have to leave. It's growth. Departure can lead to growth. Although departure can be negative for a little bit. Even though you're going to grow eventually, departure can lead to sadness, depression, anger. Sometimes you don't want to leave. Sometimes you don't want to remove. Whether it can be an abusive relationship. Women get hit by men. It happens. And if it's not conducive to a healthy physical, emotional, mental state of being, then you have to remove oneself, yourself, them from your life. You have to change. Talked about changes, progression, changes. one of the few things in life that is consistent and a constant is change and death. Now, death can be departure, sadness, but you can think about it. I've had my own departure with death. Seen a lot of friends and family members go on to the next realm, as in death, and they depart from this earth. Departure is common. Can be sadness, but you can rejoice because in the future you can look back on it and you can realize how strong you are and were. Departure is a part of life, but you have to accept it, because life will move on and you have to move on with life. Sometimes you gotta walk away, sometimes you have to run away. Sometimes it's the right choice, sometimes it can be the wrong choice. Can be. Departure can lead to regret, and sometimes departure can be the right thing to do, although sometimes you can regret the right thing. Life isn't just black and white. Huge gray area. Life's not black and white. You can regret a good decision for a little bit. You have to realize to yourself it's for the best in a situation or people. But when one door closes, another door can, not all the time, but can possibly open. So I had my own departure, like I said, early this year, even though it's January 5th. But another door opened. I guess people say that's karma. Now, for one, I'm not, whether this shocks you or not, I personally do not believe in karma. I don't. Most people do. I do not. To me, karma is a negative bully. Karma is like a bookie. I got you this time, but I'm going to get you back. Usually when people speak about karma, it's negative. Rarely ever is it spoken in a positive way. Oh, he'll get his karma. Oh, he'll get his. I'm going to leave now. I'm going to depart from this, but he's going to get his. How in that statement is it positive? How can growth be taken out of that? That's why I've seen a lot of things happen to good people. Bad things happen to good people. I've seen bad people win. Big. I've seen bad people win. Huge. Financially, mentally. Life has its ups and downs. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative. And the world is not a Disney movie. Not everybody gets yours. Not everybody gets theirs. Whether that be karma. Not every bad person gets negativity brought on them. Not every good person wins. What's that old saying that people say? Nice guys finish last. How is that karma? How is that karma? Nice guys finish last. And every person, every man or woman, they're just not one thing. People are not just one thing. People are good and bad. Depends on what the situation presents themselves or who they're presented to. You can be nice to somebody, really nice to somebody, and then someone else you can be really stern and mean, and it's what the situation and person presents to you. And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes we're just dicks or assholes to nice people. It happens. How's that karma? So I'm slightly different from a lot of people where I don't believe in karma, and I departed myself from, I don't want to call karma a trend, but everybody believes in it, and I've met a lot of bad people that believe in karma, and it's funny. Funny, but it's, I guess, sad in a way on how people view things, how people view situations, and sometimes you have to have a full understanding. You have to be mindful of the situation that you're in. And sometimes, hey, maybe, you know what, one day, and I'll be honest, one day maybe myself will depart from the way I think. It's called growth. Just because I think one way now doesn't mean in a year, 5, 10 years, I'll think the same. People change their minds. It's not lying. You change your mind, it's growth. It's growth. We are ever evolving, ever changing. We depart from our old ways. When I was a child, I did childish things. When I grew up, I became a man and I put the childish things away. Or, sorry, there's women in my chat too. When you're a child, you do childish things. When you grow up to be an adult, you put childish things away. Or you remain immature. And you can't do that. The thirst for knowledge. Departing from immaturity. Yeah. You have to have a balance in life. Everything you do in moderation, do in balance. Maybe, just maybe, you don't have to depart from many things in your life. You don't have to leave certain good things behind, because you can leave good things behind through bad decisions. And maybe you have to leave good things behind because it's just the right thing to do. Obviously, you want to depart from the negative things that are in your life. If you got caught up in a negative situation or with negative people, you have to think to yourself, well, how did I get into this situation? How did this situation present itself? Is this real life? How did I get here? Choices. Departing from a proper mindset is how you got there. Yeah. So we always have to examine everything that is going on around us in life. By the way, I'm speaking to myself as much as I'm speaking to everyone else. Like I said, I think out loud. It's for myself. It's for people that want to watch. It's content. I think it's positivity. And I kind of like to spread it. And maybe departing from negative things that I put myself in last year, I won't make the same mistakes this year. Growth, amongst other things, I think should be always a New Year's resolution, but why always keep it to one day? Why let it be New Year's? Every day is a new day. Every day is a birth. When you wake up, it's like you're reborn. God gave you breath. You didn't die in your sleep. You are alive. Life is a gift. Don't squander it. Grow. Depart from negativity. Depart from immaturity. If people are holding you down, if you believe you're being held down, then leave that situation and those people. And it can be hard. But for the better. Surround yourself with positive people. And if you can't find positive people, which sometimes is true, go alone. Go by yourself. Not the easiest thing to do. Because I know I'm single. But there's a lot of people that watch and listen that aren't. A lot of people are mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers. People have aunts, cousins. I don't have a lot of that. Both of my parents are dead. Don't have a lot of family. Like no aunts, no uncles. Like I was born with old parents. Like my parents were old when they had me. So both sets of grandparents were dead when I was born. I think I have one aunt, and I think she passed not too long ago. So some of us don't have like family like that, but some of us do. Maybe you do have a whole big family. However, sometimes family cannot be conducive to positive mental health. Sometimes you have to leave friends. Sometimes you have to leave family members. Sometimes you have to get a divorce or break up with your girlfriend or boyfriend. Departure. Not the easiest thing to do, but it can be constructive. Wake up every morning. Say to yourself, how can I make myself better? How can I have a better day? How can I be happier? How can I spread positivity in this world? To myself and others. Because you affect others. And yourself. Others affect you, whether you want to realize it or not. Whether you want to admit it to yourself or not. We can all be strong. And sometimes we have weak moments. Speaking of weak moments, nicotine vape. I know it's going to sound bad, but I blame smoking. I quit for 12 years and I started smoking again because of YouTube experiences, stress. Depart from stress. He said, I smoke cigarettes and a vape and weed. So that's a lot of eventually, I'm going to have to depart from this and this. Probably won't depart from this. I like weed. I'm out. And sometimes you have to depart from bad things. I don't do drugs, but some people do. A lot of people are in recovery on YouTube, which I've seen. And sometimes, if you need help, you have to depart. Sometimes you need help in leaving. Sometimes you need help to depart yourself from situations or negative things in your life, not just people. There's a whole lot of laundry list of things people can leave. Leave a lifestyle, depart from a lifestyle, depart from. Oh, even if you're overweight, depart from food that's not good for you. Separate yourself from it. That's growth. It ain't easy. Skinny people like food, fat people like food. Doesn't matter. People like food. Departing from, I don't know, Popeyes, McDonald's. You know it's not good for you, but what is it? It tastes good. I think McDonald's tastes good. I think Popeyes tastes good. But you can't have it around you all the time. Even if you are working out. Depart from a bad lifestyle your entire life. What affects you on a daily? Food affects you. People. Choices. There's bad choices people make. We all, we're all sinners. We choose. Sometimes we make the wrong choices. Sometimes we make the wrong choices that makes us feel good. But you have to be strong and depart from the bad choices. Easier said than done, right? Easier said than done. But it's life. You have to make the right choice. Depart from the bad. Go with the good. Some people say go with God. Whatever your God is. And sometimes religion is not meant for everybody. People say it is. Now, that's the question. That's the question. I won't, but some people might depart from this. The Bible. In my case, it's the Bible. I'm not departing from religion, but sometimes people will depart from Islam or Judaism or Buddhism, Catholicism. Some people make choices and be like, look, you know what? Religion ain't for me. Some people make that choice. Some people depart from religion, whether it's a good choice or a bad choice, it's their choice. You can be a good person without religion. A lot of people are bad people with religion or without religion. But it's an aspect of people's lives, a lot of people's lives. Religion is a huge part of some people's lives. Mine. Yeah. I just feel for me, that's the way to go. But my way isn't everybody's way. Everybody makes their own choices. But the correct thing to do is to depart from negativity. That's why I chose that song that I played. I was gonna actually let the whole song play. It got halfway through, and then I noticed one of my mods said hello in the chat, so I had to depart from the music because I didn't want anyone to leave. I was like, all right, that's enough. That's enough of that. So I departed from the song, and I chose to do the live right then. And I was going to let the song play. It was 4 minutes and a few seconds long. I let it play for slightly over 2 minutes. About halfway through, I was like, all right, I don't want to bore the people with this. I like the song. Actually, that song was the first time I heard that song was on Rick and Morty. Rick is a knowledgeable, intelligent scientist who happens to be a drunk. He helps his grandson. It's a cartoon. They went into another dimension where he met up with an old flame. But in the end, he realized that, even though it's a cartoon, he realized that that person in his life, he had to depart from. Because that person, that being, was not conducive in a positive manner to his life. So when he got back to his home, Rick contemplated suicide. Turned on this killing device, pulled out one of his animals, petted it, sat down, was about to commit suicide, but instead of killing himself, he put the animal in that contraption, and the animal died. And and then the song played. That song played. It was kind of like an intense adult. It's an adult show. It's not for children. And he departed from his life, but in his own selfishness, he departed from his pet. The pet died because he was sad and depressed and angry. Yeah, it's a good show though. I forgot what episode that was. I don't want to look it up. Maybe I'll look it up later today, and I'll tell you tomorrow what Rick and Moses season and episode that was. It was one of my favorites. It was definitely was. So I used that song from that show, and I played it because it's about leaving. It's about separating yourself from toxicity. Sometimes you have to depart. You have to remove yourself from a tie. You can be a good person, and you're not another good person, and people want to be close. But somehow, because I said life's not black and white, it's gray sometimes. Sometimes too, positive people can create a negative situation. It happens. It happens. Sometimes you mean well. You want to create a positive situation. Sometimes the situation goes awry. That happens. So you have to leave. You have to depart yourself. It's hard. But being humble, and it's hard to be humble, but being humble will help your departure. Realizing, thinking about your own situation. Is this good for me? Is it? Or do you have to leave? Sometimes you have to leave. Like I said, maybe down the road, day or two or a week, month, couple months, year, couple of years, you can revisit when you're more grown mentally with maturity. Maybe you can revisit the situation or people or things, or don't want to say this, but I'll say maybe you can revisit alcohol. Maybe you're an alcoholic. Put the bottle down, recover. Maybe Have a glass of beer, wine, liquor. Moderation. Moderation is key. Everything is in moderation, whether it's good or bad. Sometimes you can do bad things in moderation. Hell, ain't good for me, ain't good for you. But it makes it feel good. This shit tastes good though. Hey, not a sponsor, but Lost Mary Berry Passion Fruit Grape, 5,000 puffs. Tastes good. From one vice to another. Smoke this indoors. Smoke this outdoors. Smoke this everywhere. Weed's legal in my state. Yeah. Moderation. Sometimes you can't leave everything behind. Not everyone's going to leave every negative thing behind, whether it be a situation or people. It's hard. Sometimes it's too hard. Sometimes you can't depart yourself from a situation, from people, because you need, currently at that state and that moment, you need that to help you out, to progress. Sometimes you have to stay in a negative situation, maybe not negative, but like a situation where you don't want to be in, but it kind of, whether pay your bills or it helps you mentally, or you think it does, and you want to stay. But eventually you're going to have to move on. You're going to have to leave. You're going to have to depart. I think we all were. I think everyone has had a job where they hated it, but you can't depart right away. Where are you going to go? If you don't have a job lined up, how can you depart from that job that you hate and move on? You have to find a job while working at something you hate. Happens to like 99% of us. There's only a few millionaires, a few billionaires in the world. I'm not one. I don't think a lot of people on YouTube are, or at least the ones that follow me. Well, maybe, I don't know. I don't know who follows me. But you have to be strong. If you cannot depart from a negative situation, make the best out of a bad situation. And that starts with mindset. You can have a positive mindset in a bad situation if you cannot depart from the bad, negative situation that you are currently in. You have to accept it, proceed, focus, buckle down, grind it out, work at it, and eventually depart from the negative situation and or people. Because at my job, it was not the greatest job, so I wanted to depart anyways. And the people that I worked with and worked for were extremely negative. Eventually, I had to depart. Now, I'll be selfish. I didn't care about them. I cared about me. Like, fuck them. They'll be fine. I had to depart for myself. It's selfish, but, I'm a single dude. So, I'm allowed that. Other people aren't. A lot of people have, like I said, families. So you can't be negative you can't be selfish when you have family members, a spouse, a girlfriend, boyfriend, kids, other family members. You can't be negative. You can't be selfish. Although some people are. Even people that have families, a lot of family, like a lot of members in your family, sometimes people are extremely selfish, which is not right, obviously. But sometimes you have to depart from a mindset, selfishness, narcissism, a lot of negative attributes that you want to depart from. And you've got to think to yourself, I have to grow and be positive because that is healthy. You live longer. You live healthier with a positive mindset, an understanding of knowledge and what you should do. I think we all should eat more vegetables and fruits and less red meat and more chicken and more fish and depart from snacks, whether it be salty or sweet. Dieting, moderation, depart from the stuff that makes us unhealthy. And sometimes it's hard because we want the food that tastes good but is bad for us. Pizza. You have to depart from certain things, all aspects of your life. People, situations, food, negative choices. And I'm not a god, I'm just thinking out loud, not a teacher of sorts, but I like to think, I like to speak on things that maybe I need to focus on myself. And I share it with you. I'm trying to depart myself from negative situations and choices, negative choices that I wanted to separate myself from that I did last year and grow this year. Because it can be extremely positive growth, mental state of mind. If you're in a positive state of mind, you're more likely to make better choices. Let's go back 3 years ago. The pandemic, the lockdown. Now imagine yourself, you're in a negative situation. You're with negative people. You have a negative mindset. And then one day in March, boom, a disease breaks out. You have to stay indoors. And with that said, riots happen because people are pissed off. Mindset, negative mindset. Now, if you're in a positive mindset, if you have things going for yourself, if you save money, you're more likely to make better decisions. What if that happens again? Maybe it's not a disease. What if something happens this year? Are you ready for it? Did you depart from negative situations, meaning you can move forward with positive situations in adversity, in real adversity, like something that happened 3 years ago? Are you ready for that? Did you hear what happened in Miami? Did you hear what happened in Miami? If you didn't hear what happened in Miami, you need to either find a media source, any media source, whether it's online or newspaper. It is a real big thing. What I'm about to say is going to sound fucking crazy. I saw it. My brother showed me it. He was like, hey, look at this. And then he went from one media source to another, to another, and to another, and showing me this crazy thing that happened in Miami at a mall. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? The crazy situation at the mall. I forgot what mall it was called. All right, so Google it. It's there for you to see. There were about in this mall. Now think about it. In this mall, they said on the news at first. They said on the news 4 individuals that happened, I think, to be teenagers were setting off fireworks, and it was fireworks, and it was 4 teenagers with sticks. Turned out that wasn't the truth. In the mall, that wasn't the truth. What happened in the mall, because you don't send, it was live footage about 70 police cars, 70 cop cars to 100 rushed to this mall for 4 teenagers. It turns out, I'm not bullshitting when I say this. It turns out there were about 3 or 4 aliens. Not aliens. I know it sounds fucking crazy. Not only were they unidentified, not UFOs because it was in a shopping mall, beings that had cloaking devices. Meaning, here they are, here they're not. Now I bring that up because in that mall, it's a shopping mall. It's like one of the biggest malls in Florida. There were people in it. I'm talking about people that work there, people that shop there. They evacuated. The mall was empty because they saw what people described as monsters, real living monsters. And I know it sounds crazy. Look it up. They were like black monsters, about 8 to 10 feet tall, 3 to 4 of them. And guess what happened? The airport shut down. The airport shut down. 70 to 100 cop cars rushed to this mall, and there were black helicopters. And if you know anything about black helicopters, who sends out these the government. They are sent to stop a situation. Like, they're there to fix it. All the footage in that mall, the video cameras in every store, the video camera, the footage in the malls were gone, taken. However, people in the shopping malls have their cell phones. They have their people from that. There was residents. Residents lost their power. The airport was shut down. 70 to 100 cop cars were called. It was a big thing. For 4 teenagers with sticks or fireworks? No. And they're trying to feed you that these kids, you ain't departing me from my mindset of trying to make it, even though it sounds crazy as hell. Look it up. Look that shit up. That happened on New Year's Day or Eve this year. So 5 days ago, this shit happened. 5 days ago, this happened. People are still talking about it. I'll look it up. All right, so there's glare on my phone. Well, there's glare on, so I can't really show it to you. I could look that shit up right now and pop up. It'll pop up on your phone. It'll pop up on your laptop or your tablet, whatever. Look it up because you need to know about it. Because if another situation like a lockdown happens, we're going to have to, again, like we did in 2020, we are going to have to depart from our normal lifestyle that we take for granted. We are finally back to living a normal lifestyle. But 3 years ago, we had to depart from a normal situation, living, and people had to be sheltered in their own homes. Guess what happens? When people are in a lockdown, you already know what happens. Divorce happens. People departing from each other because they're in a confined area. And you only can take so much till you lose your mind, you lose your shit, depart from your mind, depart from your mental state of being. And then guess what happens? You depart from your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. That can happen this year. I just wanted to bring that up. I know I'm talking about departure, but I just remembered it because it's like, I don't think I would even have brought that up if my brother didn't tell me. It's crazy. He showed me on like several people reacting to it. People that were in the mall. It's on TikTok. It's on every media source, every social media source that you can imagine. But I think the local news will say it's 4 teenage boys. 4 teenage boys. Black helicopters were called. For 4 teenage please. Residents lost their power. Well, airport shut down. You're not going to depart me from my intellect. While people that were in hundreds of people that are in the mall saying, "Hey, look, this is what happened. There were no teenage boys that were swinging sticks or were lighting off fireworks." Because you know what happened? Some of those people, some of the civilians, people like you and me, some of those people were carrying guns. Guess what happened? Gunshots. Not by cops, by regular folk, by regular people. People drew out their guns and started shooting at these alleged monsters. Gunshots. You heard gunshots in the streets. Not by teenagers, but by people trying to defend themselves from beings that they didn't know what the fuck they were. And they were. Here I am, here I'm not. You know. Sounds fucking crazy. Look that shit up. Look it up. You don't believe me. You gonna believe. You're gonna believe something. Because I don't know if you haven't heard about it. I don't know how this is not being talked about, but I don't like to talk about news, but I think because people were fleeing for their life, running away from this mall. Departure. Now that's an extreme case. I get it. I know. But we can go back to something more logical. Situations, family. I was just thinking about it. I'm gonna go back and start reading it and start watching all these videos because there's like a lot of them. There's a lot of them. And I'm not the one that made it up. I saw it. Brother showed it to me. I saw it, and then it's on TikTok. It's on all social media. People just, can't say every one single one of them are liars because that shit was crazy. No, I mean, it's not just on TikTok, Lee. I said all social media. It's on the news. Just Google it. YouTube it. Google it, YouTube. Stop being a smart ass, Lee. Google it, dude. YouTube it. Because there are people that were in the mall. Hundreds of people, Lee. You don't call all of them liars? Come on there, bro. That shit was fucking nuts, dude. I heard about it today, and it happened on New Year's Eve. So, yeah, but all right, people are going to bring up Loch Ness Monster, this, that, and the mall, man, the mall. Hundreds of people fleeing, taping it. There was like, go in here and you turn on your camera and you start videotaping it. Hundreds of people have footage, raw footage. That shit was nuts. I saw that shit, man. I didn't see it on TikTok. I saw it on it's on TikTok, but I didn't see it on TikTok. I saw it on a different media source. And then I went to another media source and looked it up. Then I went to another media source and looked it up. That's everywhere. I forgot the name of the mall, but look up New Year's Mall incident. You'll find it. I don't know about the Slender Man. It was like, no, I don't think it was a Slender Man. It was like 4 of them, 4 monsters, 4 of them. And I don't know, Brookie might have been. I don't know. I don't know if it was Slender Man or not, but there was definitely footage of motherfuckers recording that shit. People reacting to be like, "Hey, look, this really fucking happened. I was there." A lot of people said that shit. A lot of people. Yeah. But I mean, I'm talking about departure, so I just wanted to bring that up. Yeah. So as in departure, people fled the mall, had to depart because they don't want to die. People pulled out their guns. Boom, boom, boom. You heard gunshots. And these were by regular people. That's why I carry a gun. Fuck that. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna fucking put holes in that motherfucker before I die. Fuck that shit. Yeah. So Anyways, getting back to let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it to something more. Hey, Jack. All right, so I was talking about departure, and like I said, you have to. Um, I know that was I'm trying to be philosophical. Uh, so yeah, um, you don't have to depart from negative choices. Cage, cage, cage. Sit, lay down. Good boy. So you have to depart from bad choices in your life, depart from bad people in your life, and depart from negative situations. And that was my whole point. And then I brought, yeah, I had a, I think I went 45 minutes about talking about real departure and real philosophy. But then I wanted to bring up the whole mall incident in Florida. That shit was fucked in Miami. Kita, you live in Miami. Am I lying? Sorry. Oh my God. Just like, Kita, look that shit up. Look that shit up, Kita. Holy fuck. That shit was crazy. She was nuts. What's that say? I don't even know what it says. Is that even English? All right. Oh, Carrie left. Okay. Yeah, that shit is fucking. Oh, yeah. Hmm. All right. You know about it. All right. She said she knows about it. I don't know if she's. I'm assuming you said I did see it. I'm gonna assume that you saw the news articles. You know what I'm talking about. I'm assuming you weren't literally at the mall when that shit happened. I'm assuming you weren't at the mall. All right, so you know about it. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, it was. Wait, hold on. Oh shit. Uh, I'm uh, um, yeah. So okay. So yeah. Sorry. Um, okay. Wait, what did Xbox say? So, I know Xbox. Sorry about that, man. I was talking about deep thoughts and deep shit. I know I was. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, and I got into the whole mall situation. Still about departure. I know it wasn't philosophical the last 15 minutes or so. I was philosophical for the first 45. I know I went through the whole crazy uh, news thing. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't know. It was fun to talk about, dude. But it is a real thing. It really did happen, you know. So yeah. Uh, I, I mean, it's still maybe it's not philosophical about the whole mall situation, but it still relates to the topic of departure. And yes, to grow people, yes, depart from your negative choices in life, depart from negative people, negative situations, all of that. Oh, okay. You got to go do some real shit. I got you. I got you, Xbox. Thank you for being here, Xbox. All right. I'm a fan. Um, yeah. So there is that. And on that note, it's been an hour. I only want to do an hour a day of this. Um, I don't want it to get repetitive. I had about 37 people in here. Now it's 24. So I think it's time for me to bring it to a close. Thank you for. You know what? How about I read comments? I can feel. All right. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Oh, there's a lot of comments. Okay. That's. Hellbilly, don't disappoint me, man. Don't disappoint me. Let's see what your first comment is, Hellbilly. All good, Miss Amber. Of course. I do get along with some of your trolls. Not gonna ever lie. Okay, cool. Thanks for that. Amber says, "LOL, I get that." And hmm, Carrie says, "Hello." Little Hellbilly says, "Ain't gonna troll ya, lady." All right, he's talking to Amber. All right, everyone say hello to Amber. Um, okay, no, Carrie, I don't know why people ask me if I'm leaving YouTube. No, man, I'm back, bigger, stronger, better than ever. No, philosophy is my thing. I'm not, I'm not going to be philosophical to leave. No, I'm not going to depart from YouTube. No, I'm going to stay right here. People like me. And yes, Amber, I'm doing okay. Thank you. And Amber, hopefully I'm welcome back on your show. Thank you for coming here. Yeah, it was a crazy day yesterday. Yeah. I mean, thank you for having me on your panel for as little of the time that I spent on your panel. Thank you for. Anyways, uh, little Hellbilly says he doesn't know how to spell the word do. He's in the wrong context. It's D-O as for do. Little Hellbilly. D-O, not D-E-W. Different type of do. Do your thing. All right, dude, can you call me Ruski? Can you not call me? That is not my name, buddy. I'm not even going to say that. You did good on Miss Claire's show earlier. So do what you gotta, man. All right. Well, thank you for tuning into Claire's show. Isn't she drunk? No. Okay, moving on. Moving on. No, Claire's cool. I like Claire. Claire's fine. Carrie writes, Hellbilly, I think so too. He's been really nice to people on panels. He was on, yeah. I'm a nice guy. Nice guy, Carrie. Nice guy. All right. Amber writes, awesome. Scrolling down. Hellbilly writes, I can't stay long. Okay, well, he can't stay long. He left. Amber writes, when you hopped down from my panel yesterday, you showed what you mean by departure. Yes, Carrie, or Amber, wow. Yes, Amber, I know when to make an exit. Because I don't. See, that's the thing about departure. I'm going to get philosophical again. How about that? Uh, you have to know when to leave. You have to be, and I said this earlier, you have to be rational, logical, maturity. Some people have it, some people don't. Some young people have it, some young people don't. Some old people have it, and unfortunately, a lot of old people don't. Timing, knowing when to leave, and I'm going to end this and depart from this live stream. I'm just going to go down and read the comments, and then I'll do the shout outs, and then I'm depart until tomorrow. What does it say? Carrie writes, I don't feel well. Well, all right, Carrie. See, you tug on the heartstrings. I know what you're going through, Carrie, and you'll pull through, girl. I know you will. And we've discussed it. Yeah. All right, you'll get better. You'll conquer that. I know you will. You tried to time me out, girl, Carrie. Is that what we're calling Carrie, girl? Is that what we're doing? How can you time each other out? You're both standard mods. You can't. You're both equal. You can't do that. Carrie writes, I'm fine, Hellbilly. I'm just teasing you. Hellbilly writes, I know. Carrie writes, I'm not really trying to silence you. I think you're lying, Carrie. I think you are trying to. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. All right, moving on. Hellbilly writes, real life bullshit. I gotta go. Keep Risky out of trouble, ladies. Hellbilly, you son of a bitch, get out. All right. Tater Salad writes, no, don't do it, Risky. I don't know what he is referring to. It's not worth it. I don't hurt your smut. You don't hurt yourself. Don't jump. All right. I think Tater Salad's a troll. Don't jump. All right. That's funny. That's funny. I never once have I had a suicidal thought in my head. Homicidal, yes. Not suicidal. All right. Y'all, he's talking about turning off his. No, I'm not. All right. If I see one more suicide joke, you're gone. All right. Call it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Tater Cell's got to be blocked. All right. I'm definitely not. And now you got to go. Boop. See? I helped Tater Salad depart. He didn't know when was when. He kept on going. Carrie, can you not? Can you not, Carrie? I see your next comment. Can you not, dude? Please don't bring that person up in my chat, Carrie. I'm being serious. I'm being serious, Carrie. Don't do that. No, Carrie, I don't. And I'm going to remove that comment. The next topic, by the way, tomorrow, it's either going to be motivation or I'll think about what tomorrow's topic is going to be. I'll think about it. The moment when a decision could have been taken different from the one taken in actual history, leading to a different history. You know what? I like this. Can I pin this? I like this. Pin message. Boom. I like that. Thank you, Amber, for saying that. That is actually insightful. It's insightful. Okay. Oh, wait. Here we go. This is the first message that Keto writes. New beginnings. Nothing wrong with having to leave the old and come in with the new. Treat yourself well. All right, I'm changing it. Now I'm conflicted. I like Amber's. I like that one too. I like both. All right, I'll just change it. Fuck it. Replace pin messenger. Cool. Okay. I'm not going to read that comment, but thank you, Carrie. And it's not all about that person. Stop bringing her up, please. Moving on. All right. Please, no troll again. It's not making fun of me, but it's making fun of someone. We're trying to be positive. I'm not going to read the name. Let's see if the comment's better. Shout out to Mokan. Treat that guy. Anyways, it's not Mokan, but it's a troll for Mo. Today on as the nope. Gotta. I'm gonna remove the. I won't block. Maybe I should. I'll remove the comment. Nope. Keto writes, just out because I don't believe that is what is happening. I don't know who she's talking to. Oh, I don't know. All right. Okay. Ruski. This is from Lee. It's from Lee. Risky. You can look at this from 2 different angles. Well, so can you, Lee. You support the Confederate flag. Anyways, moving on. Yeah. Do something. Quit talking. That's right. All right. Burn by choice. Well, I kind of like the name. I know it's a troll account, but I kind of like the name. Gotta remove this guy, hide user, and then boom. Carrie writes, wait, what's wrong with immaturity? Moving on. I like Carrie. All right. Burn by choice. I gotta hide you, dude. Not reading that comment. You gotta go. Where's Brookie? Oh, Brookie waves and says hello. Okay. All right. Hi, Brookie. I'll give you a wrench, yeah. Brookie, I'm giving you a wrench, even though I haven't come to your channel in a while. Alright. Where's she at? There we go. There you go, Brookie. You have a nice day. You got a wrench. Alright. Brookie says hello to Carrie. Puff Lunky. I hope you. I'm fine. I can't talk about departure, and people are like, "Oh, he's sad." No, man, it's philosophical. It's philosophical, guys. Come on now. Legitimate amends. Make amends. All right. Make amends for your. I think that's a troll, so I'm gonna have to hide the user. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I think that was a troll comment. I mean, I kind of like it, and I kind of don't. So either way, I'm gonna hide the person. I mean, I didn't know how to respond, so I'm just gonna be like, we gotta depart from each other. I depart from work daily. Best feeling. Thank you, Brookie, for. I like Brookie. She's funny. I depart from work daily. Best feeling in the world, ever. Whatever. Okay. I'm assuming this says master. Creative. M4573R. That's master. Haha, I cracked the code. I'm not stupid. Looks like someone's. And nope, you gotta go too. All right. Closter, hey man, I was in your chat yesterday, dude. I like your. Thank you for the managing mod wrench, Closter. You're cool. I like you, dude. I like you a lot. Keep on doing you. And actually, I was in your chat. I was lurking. Yeah, I was lurking in your chat, and I said hello in a different chat. But yeah, I was. Okay. Get off your phone. Okay, where next comment here? What flavor Brookie rides? I don't know what that meant. I think he's on the ground floor. Yes, on the ground floor. Anonymous dude. Wait a minute. Why don't you have a wrench, dude? What's up, AD? Why you only say one comment and leave, dude? Dana Hall. Holy shit. Dana. Nope, you can't say you don't come in my hall. Or you can't say you don't come in my chats anymore. I like you, Dana. You're cool. Let's add you as a mod. I'm not giving wrenches to everybody, by the way. Just a few people. All right. Let's see. 80 writes, I have just shy of 2 pounds of weight. Dude, you're an intelligent guy. I know you are, AD. Come on. You got a jokey comment. It's funny. Dude, you're an intellectual. All right. It's a funny comment. All right. Anonymous dude, AD writes, I have just shy of 2 pounds of weed, and you talk about contrast? You son of a bitch. Get out, AD. All right. All right. Got to remove this person. There we go. Although I like the name, Common Sense. It's a good name. Dana Hall writes, do it. I don't know what she's referencing to, but hello, Dana Hall. I still go to your lives, by the way, Dana. This is probably all right. Brookie writes, I love food. Apparently, Brookie's not going to depart from food. All right, it's cool. Brookie writes, Carrie, we're all going to jail, so count that as a depart from YouTube. What's up with people trying to be comedians today? Brookie's, and these are people I know. Brookie's a mod. Why? Okay. All right. Satisfied. All right. So I mentioned earlier from departing from certain bad choices, eating food is one of them. I said you can't eat Popeyes and McDonald's all the time. Satisfied Hog writes, yes, you can. Popeyes forever. Only if it were that easy. Okay. Puff Lunky writes, everyone feels better in the summertime. Well, that's called seasonal depression. And guess what? Season departs. They do. Seasons, they depart. Every 120 days. Everyone, is that correct? No, that can't be correct. I don't know. 30, 60, 90. 90 days? How long is the season? 90 days? All right, 90 days. Okay. 90 days, I think. All right. Carrie writes, did you hear Martin threaten him? Moving on, Carrie. Brookie writes, yet anything easier said, but it can be done. Yes. Departing, leaving certain people, situations, burping, leaving things. Easier said than done. Yes. Yes. Yes, Brookie. Or, no, that was Puff Lunky. I'm sorry. That was Puff Lunky that said that. Carrie writes, did you already read that? Yeah, anything easier said. What the fuck? Why am I rereading shit? Brookie writes, Carrie, God hates wasting trees. So smoke them if you got them. Frosty speaks. Is that a troll on Martin? Hey, where did you get that ringtone? It came stock with the phone, dude. I don't know what to tell you, man. And I wish my phone didn't go off, but it did. Carrie, right? I'm only halfway through with these comments. Son of a bitch. This is why people just read through it while they're. Okay, spent 22 minutes on comments. I'm a saint, but Julie Caesar was. What? Okay. Brookie brought her juice box today. That's good. Bring your juice box. Don't forget your juice box. Unity left. That's right, Rossi. Frosty speaks. You know exactly what episode I was talking about, and I am going to play that song to end the show because I love that song. I do. I like that song. I actually got to find it. And yeah. So okay. Okay. Let me find that song real quick. Where is it? Rick and Morty sad song. Yeah. Okay, so Keita writes, hi, hey, Keita, how are you? Going down, killer smile vlogs. Cute emojis. Killer smile vlogs. Frosty speaks writes, I already read that. Satisfied. Hag writes, all right, moving on. See, this is what happens. So I'm going to read comments. Okay. Carrie, got your juice? All right, that's a question to Carrie. Did you bring your juice? By the way, bring your juice box. Thank you for the catchphrase, Brookie. I needed it. It beats hello, how are you? I get it. Carrie writes, Brookie, I have juice in a cup. Yay, cheers. Brookie responds. Carrie writes, emergence. All right, enough with the juice box. God damn it. Now I'm hitting my own goddamn catchphrase now. I'm changing the thumbnail. I'm changing the thumbnail. I don't know why I got high and I thought it was funny. I found it. I found this from. It's the last time I take little Jasmine's pictures and put it as my own. Why I don't know why I did that, but yeah. All right, it was. Little Jasmine was trolling me, and I thought it was fun. Even though she trolled me, I thought it was funny, Keita, and I made it my thumbnail. It has nothing to do with the topic at hand. I know. I just thought it was fucking funny. Brookie, are you drinking Tang? Gross. You ever heard of Tampico? Ever heard anyone ever heard of Tampico? Just me? That shit's gross, man. Don't drink that shit. Satisfied Hag writes, when you really truly know yourself, it's very easy to be humble. But well, all right, Satisfied Hag. Like the name. Never gonna get away from that name, am I? It's a that was. And then Carrie answers a question, and I'm not gonna read Carrie's comments. Carrie, you mentioned that person way too much on my stream. All right. Kita, he departed from chat. There is nothing wrong with leaving a toxic community and environment. That is true, Kita. Yes. All right. Carrie says, I gotta go. Bye, y'all. Brookie responds in kind, says later. Kita says, bye, Carrie. Little Hellbilly writes, hey, Rooski, 80 is sniping you because horrible at video games. Okay. He can snipe me. It's cool. I'll go into 80's chat and verbally beat the shit out of him with my words. It's fine. I'm kidding, 80. I know you're sniping. Hey, buddy, how are you? All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's choose. Little Hellbilly, you need to watch your mouth. And let's scroll a little bit more down. Why did the aliens go into a mall? I don't know why, man. They're trying to fuck shit up, dude. Yeah, I did. Yes. Yes, the unibrow. I don't have the unibrow. Yes, unibrow. I did see the alien thing. I was discussing it. Yeah. Jane writes, how the... All right. Brookie says, what flavor... Oh, yeah, my vape. It's berry passion fruit grape. Berry passion fruit grape. That's the name of, that's the flavor of my vape. Thank you for inviting me. Okay. PD 35 minutes. All right. Hellbilly was over in 80s talking that street-ish. All right, whatever. Brookie writes, when you doing open panels again? Smash the like. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Brookie, you're not the only one. Kita wants to come on. And I'm going to do them again. I will. Eventually. Books. Oh, shit. Books. All right, I thought I blocked your books, but apparently you're here. All right. Okay, let's find you. I'll keep you unhidden, books, but you still have you hidden in yours. I mean, I don't even go in your chats anymore, but whatever. Okay, and Closter dropped his link, and is that right? Okay, well, that's the end of it. That's the end of comments. Took me about a half hour to read all of them, and thank you for coming in. Hit that like. By the way, hit the like, share, comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Thank you for showing up. Till the next time, America, take care of yourself and each other. Have a good day. And end stream. Oh, tomorrow's topic might be motivated. I might change it. All right, take care.